more shout. Hallelujah. Your name and what the Lord has done for you.
My name is Dakwe Doke. NSPPDS, what God cannot do. So, on May 8th, my husband and my 5-year-old, normally in their department, anytime they are done with the semester, they normally have something called happy hour. So they decided to go that afternoon. And on their way, they were involved in an accident. But as Pastor Jerry will always say, the earth will not receive our body, and our bones will not be broken on it. Our blood will not be shed on it. So was it in our life. And he always also says that in your season of celebration, nothing will go wrong. And that was exactly what God did. Because the coming Friday, which was 10th, was his graduation. He was graduating as a Ph.D. candidate from economics. And the devil just wanted to take him out before his celebration. But thank God it did not end the way the devil planned it. God delivered them. Nothing happened to them. Nothing missing and nothing broken. No scratch on them. Both him and my daughter. There was no scratch, nothing. And I am here to give God all the glory. And also, my second testimony, you know, when you are done with your PhD, you are in the job market. So he was in the job market. He did over 100 applications. And we were not getting any feedback. Sometimes you go to the next stage, the third one, and they'll say, oh, even though you are good, this and that, but we chose someone over you. This thing has become a concern for me. I said that something must change. I put it on the altar of fire. And to God be all the glory. Before I realized, the offers started coming in. And Pastor Jerry will always say, they will choose you over all the people that have applied. You will be the preferred one. And that was what God did. Out of the 100 applications that he did that were not getting anything, we got 3 offers. And now we are the ones supposed to choose which one we want to. And he finally decided on which one to choose. Now, he's an assistant professor in economics. To God be all the glory. Now to my own main testimony. So, in 2023, I graduated from nursing school. I wrote my NCLEX, I passed. So as an international student, when you're about finishing school, there's something called OPT. So this OPT allows you to work. So I went to my international officer and told her that, oh, I'm about graduating, so I want to apply for my OPT. So we did the application and everything. But I didn't realize that on the application form, she wrote that I'm applying for pre-completion OPT instead of post-completion OPT. So with pre-completion, that means that you are still in school, but you want to work. But that wasn't my case. I have graduated. So she was supposed to give me a form that stated post-completion OPT. And I did not even see this on the form. So I did the application 3 months. Normally they said they'll get back to you within 3 months. 3 months has passed. I haven't heard anything. The 6 months has passed. I haven't heard anything. Then we entered 2024. I said, what is going on? So I decided to reach out to my DSO, and I told her that this is what is happening over so many months now. I haven't heard anything. And she said, okay, let me look and see what is going on. And when she checked, unfortunately for me, my service was terminated in 2023 that I did not even know. That means I was out of status. I became illegal in the system according to what the immigration rule says. So she was like, are you still in the country? What are you still doing here? You are supposed to go back. I'm like, I did not even know that my service was terminated. If not, I have reached out to you, I wouldn't even know that my service was terminated. So she was like, there's nothing she can do. So, because I reached out purposely to her so that she can correct that mistake on the OPT application. But she said, since my service was terminated, there's nothing she can do. I reached out to lawyers. Everybody said they can't help me. The way my case is kind of complicated. They can't help me. I put it on the altar. I said, God, this one, there's something must happen. And even before that, I applied for a job as a registered nurse. And because of this same OPT thing, so the OPT is like a work authorization. So because of this work authorization, I couldn't get the first job offer. So now we are in 2024. I'm like, what am I going to do? So it's like I'm stagnant, I'm delayed. I can't go back to school. I can't do anything. My service was terminated. So I decided to, so by then we relocated to North Carolina. So when we're in North Carolina, I'm like, I need to work. God, there's something you have to do for me. But Pastor Jerry will say, every wilderness season is over. I held on to that word. I'm like, this wilderness season, it is over. I am out of every cave. So I held on to every word from the altar of fire. So now I need to apply for my service to be reinstated, and then now apply for another job, work authorization. So my case was kind of complicated. I didn't even know what to do. But one thing I held on to was, I was like, so far as I am on the altar of fire, God will surely see me through. Nothing will go wrong. That thing that the enemy has meant for me, the God of the fire altar has reversed it. So I held on to the fire altar. Every day I am on the fire altar. Even when I go to the gym, I am on the fire altar. Then in September, I was just scrolling on Facebook, and then I saw this healthcare organization, and then I decided that they were opening for nurse residency program. I've not done my residency too, so I'm like, I'm just there. And something was like, apply for the job. And I was like, God, you know I don't have a work permit. If I apply for this job, even when they call me, I don't have the work permit to work. So what am I going to do? Then I was dragging my feet. Then Saturday, all of a sudden, the Spirit pushed me. I'm like, this one, I'm going to apply. I applied for the job. By Monday, they reached out to me. Tuesday, I checked for the job posting again. They took it down. That period was over. Then they told me that they were going to, then they scheduled me for my interview. So I did my interview, and then they told me that, oh, we'll reach out to you in 2 to 4 weeks' time. I said, okay, oh. Then the next day, after the interview, the next day, they reached out to me, and then they gave me an offer. Now I brought it to the altar again, and I told God, God, now they've given me the offer. I'm left with the job of the work authorization. I don't know what I'm going to do this one. But so far as you are God, the one who rules in the affairs of men, you must rule in my own case. Something must happen. And so I placed it on the altar. Now they reached out to me again that they want to do my background check. I said, okay. I submitted all my documents and everything. They were doing their background check. So in every work that you are supposed to do, especially the healthcare system, they need to finish your background check before they'll even tell you that you can work. But my own case, God broke protocols for me. The lady, the HR reached out to me and was like, we are still doing the background check. We are not done. But because the start date is getting close, I'll allow you start doing your onboarding. So I'm going to allow you to do your onboarding so that you can start working. That was how God did it. And before that time, one time God said, go to the facility, walk in that facility, and declare over the facility that wheresoever the sole of your feet shall tread, you shall have it for a possession. I went to that hospital, I walked in the facility, and that was the only thing I was declaring for 15 good minutes. And I drove and I went home. Then this is where the testimony is now. I started working in that facility without a work permit. I didn't pass through the back door. God opened the door. I went in. I worked in that facility without work permit. And I've worked in that facility for 6 good months before my work authorization finally came. I just want to give God all.
What God cannot do, and the Lord reverses. Put your hands together. Celebrate.
And as we video celebrate our God. Celebrate. Celebrate.